everyone, we're going to decide whether this statement is true or false. We're using our properties of proportions here, and we're going to look at this. So it says if x divided by y equals 8 divided by 3, then what I can do is use my reciprocal property and invert it. So I can write it, invert this, so that would be y over x, and reciprocate that, which is 3 over 8. So that's true. And then for number 6, they're doing 3 divided by x is y divided by 8. That's not true. You can't do this. That's not part of our proportions. We could do 3 divided by 8 equals y divided by x, but you can't invert, so this is false. Okay, the next one, we're doing the horizontal one. So they're saying if x is to 8, then you can write it as x goes with y. So you would put y and 8 goes with 3. So that would be 3, which is not what they wrote. So this is false as well. And then for this one, we have, so this is 8 and this was 7. They're doing the same thing, so we're using this one. So we're going to write x divided by x is y divided by 3. So we wrote that twice. In this case, it's true. Here they did it wrong. And then for the last two, we're using the last proportion. That means if you add the value of each ratio's denominator to the numerator, then you form another true proportion. So let's just do that. So we have x over y. So that means I can write that as plus y, and that should equal 8 plus 3. What are they writing? Let's rewrite this a little bit and see if we can figure out what they're doing here. So let's rewrite this first of all as x over 8 equals, we're using this one, y divided by 3. Now we can do this proportion and write it, the denominator, write it in the numerator. So this would be y plus 3 over 3. And I just did what they did here. So we had to use two of these properties. And so this would be true. And then for the final one, I'm going to erase this. Let's see what they did here. All right. So they have, well, let's see what they did. They still have the x and the y here. So let's do x over y. That would mean you put a y here, and this would be 8 plus 3 over 3, which would be 11 over 3. And they're adding the 2y, and we're not adding the denominator to it. We're adding 2y. So that's this one. This one would be true because if you're adding the 2y, so let's say we have x over y plus 2y, then what I'm going to do for the second part is x plus 2 times 3 over 3. And this would give, or this is 8, sorry. So if you write 8, this would give you 8 plus 6 is 14 over 3. So as long as you have a constant here, we can do that. So this is also true. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.